Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Deborah Baker and I'm so delighted that you have joined us for this last chapter. We have been going through my book, Amazing Intuition, Expanding Your Most Important Resource, and I skipped chapter 8. I'm not sure why, except it's kind of funny because it's about signs, and it's one of the ways that most people who aren't in the profession get a lot of intuitive input. So you ready? Let's get started. Sometimes I feel like I need to remind myself that this is a meditation because I just get so excited talking about things that I probably talk too much and don't allow enough quiet. However, we're going to have some quiet during our meditation time. And we're going to begin with our 3 nice deep breaths. So breathe into your chest. Just feel your chest expand. Hold it for as long as is comfortable, and then release it really slowly. And now breathe into your chest and your upper back. Just feel your whole rib cage kind of expand. Hold it for a moment and then let it go. And now take the deepest breath you've taken all day, breathing into your chest and all the way down into your belly. Just feel your whole torso expand. Hold it for as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, let it go. And so we are going to begin at the top, at the head today, in relaxing our bodies. So let's bring our shoulders up to our ears, tuck the chin. Oops, I smashed my mic, sorry. Tuck the chin, pull your shoulders forward, and just squeeze everything together there at the head, neck, and shoulders. For a breath cycle, breathe in, and when you exhale, let it go. Oh, that feels so good. And now we're going to do the opposite with the chest. We're going to pull our shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and work on the chest, the heart chakra. Just squeeze it all together back there. Pull your arms to your sides. Pull your fists up to your shoulders and just kind of squeeze it all together for a breath cycle. And then let it go. And now we're going to do the middle tummy. So just kind of squeeze your abs together. Imagine like hugging your midsection, your solar plexus chakra, and just kind of squeeze that all together right there for a breath cycle. Daisy just stretched. I think she's relaxing with us. And now we're going to do the pelvis, the first and second chakras, the tailbone and the sacral chakra. So pull your pelvic floor up. Imagine kind of pulling your sits bones up. Pull your torso and your lower torso and your lower back in. Just kind of squeeze your entire pelvis. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let it go. And now let's press our feet and knees and legs together and just press them together for a breath cycle. Breathe in, hold it, and then let it go. And just enjoy for a moment the increased blood flow in your body, that sense of relaxation moving through all of your muscles. And I will talk more slowly now. Gotten through the details. So let's all just take another relaxing, cleansing breath at your speed. And let it all go. So the whole point of my book is about tuning in to our intuition, and it doesn't matter where you feel your intuition comes from, if you feel like it comes from God or the universe or a presence or just someplace inside of you. What we know about intuition is that it is useful and helpful. And yet sometimes, in my day-to-day life, it's hard to tune in. And so I look for exterior signs, and I feel like Spirit can speak to us in lots and lots of ways. So there's lots of examples in my book. One of them is about dimes that my dad sends, and I find dimes in the most unlikely places, as does everyone in my family. And so that's our way of knowing that our dad is looking out for us. And just this week, my clock stopped. I have an analog clock in my kitchen. And my dad, when we were growing up, whenever we would ask him what time it was, he would always say 1:45. And so, of course, you know what time that clock stopped. 1:45. I thought, very funny, Dad. Thanks for the message. Thanks for the hello. And I think very often when it comes to people who have died, that's what it's about. It's about just a hello. You know, I'm thinking about you. I'm watching over you. I still love you so much, and I want to be present in your heart because you are present in mine. Because I really believe that we take our hearts with us. So let's have a little bit of quiet here in a moment. Think about a loved one who has passed away, or if you don't have anybody that you know who has passed away, maybe someone that you're not aware of that wants to communicate with you. And you may already have established a sign, or you may be looking for a sign. Either way, let's just take a little quiet and think about that. Think about asking for a sign. You might have a specific question, and that's okay. Or you might just say, hey, Mom, Dad, Grandma, friend, I'd really like a sign to know that you are with me. And so let's just be quiet for a moment and think about that. I don't know about you, but I've gotten plenty of signs on license plates where it's either my birthday, 6/29, or my initials. And I got one the other day. I can't remember, but I saw these 3 letters and then my birthday. And I just intuitively knew what they stood for. It was like, let's go or something, or time to go. Meaning to start writing my next book. It's just what I've been kind of looking for, the sign, and waiting for the go ahead, the thumbs up. So I'm just going to make some suggestions through this meditation of places where you can look for signs. And if you have other ones, you're welcome to share them with me. I love it when clients ask their loved ones to say a certain word or phrase before they have a session with me. And someone got the idea for it from my book, where this client asked her father to say the word or the phrase bank robber, which was really funny. And because how often does that come up in a reading? But this lady wanted me to say the word pumpkin. And somehow in the course of her reading, I said something about a pumpkin spice latte. And she just cracked up, which, was we both did. It was so much fun, and I love that when they kind of make a secret agreement with someone on the other side to get me to say something or acknowledge something. So I invite you to think about the agreements that you can make with the universe. If this is the way I'm supposed to go, show me this. If this is not the way I'm supposed to go, show me that. I knew someone who wanted to get a divorce but couldn't bring herself to say the words, and so she said, God, if I'm supposed to get a divorce, you're going to have to make him say it. And he did. And she was just flabbergasted to have her prayer answered so clearly. So prayers can be answered in all sorts of ways. And we can receive signs in so many ways. But I saved my favorite for last. I think this is last. Which is signs on the radio. And so I was asking for one on my way to the pool today. And there was a song playing, so the method that we used to use in high school is, because you turn the radio on and you maybe catch the last few words of a song, you can't even get the message. So we used to always say the next full song. But let me tell you, Spirit is wise. Spirit knows, when to guide you to change the station or whatever. And sometimes the signs come in a radio, in an ad, on the radio or the TV or whatever. And so I was listening, waiting for the next song to start. And it was an ice cream ad, and it said, "The good old days are made right now." And I thought, man, if that isn't a message for all of us, these are the good old days, the ones we're living right now. There's a preciousness to these days, right now. And so there's information everywhere. It could be you're thinking of someone and you hear a song. I had a dear friend, a former roommate, pass away while we were still in college. And certain songs come on the radio and I just know that it's her. It's a message from her. So the point of all of this is to ask, and to ask, and to ask. And you can ask your spirit guides, your guardian angels, you can ask God, you can ask your loved ones. Send me a sign about this. And one thing that I do every morning is when I wake up, and I sometimes do the ABCD thing, which is on another meditation. Awareness, breathe, connect with the infinite, and download the information I need for the day. But I usually ask for a word or two of guidance, just something simple. And I've been so champing at the bit to start my book, my next book, and I will ask, what's my word for the day? And I'll get relax, enjoy your grandchildren, enjoy your husband. That's all on different days. Or start a sewing project. I get so much information that is not what I'm seeking, but I trust it because the universe has a unique timing for each one of us. And when we synchronize ourselves and our lives with the timing, the flow of the universe, life gets better and better. And when we resist it, we just put up roadblocks for ourselves unwittingly. So when someone says, hey, do you want to meet for lunch and you're free? Go with the flow. Unless there's something in you that says no, that's, your intuition, you know yourself better. But I think a lot of times we just say no because it's a knee-jerk reaction. And I had an opportunity to watch a couple of my grandchildren this afternoon. And gosh, I enjoy them so much. And we just had so much fun. And it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. And I try to make myself available to the universe, to be of maximum service to my purpose here, my intentions here on earth, to God, to the universe, to my fellows, to you, of course, to my family and my loved ones. And when we're clear about our intentions, then we are clearer on which signs we're looking for, and we're clear on the signs when we get them. Just so many wonderful things are out there for the noticing. You know, there's certain cars you see when you're driving along. It's like whenever I see that car, I always think of that person. God is sourcing you all the time. Well, we forget it. We forget that the information is right there at our fingertips, just waiting for us to turn our attention in that direction and notice. There it is, right there. So let's take a minute and just see if you get any signs right now. Words, thoughts, songs, sounds. Take another deep breath. And I realize what I'm asking you to do, or suggesting that you might want to do, is trust the universe. Trust God, trust your spirit guides, guardian angels, saints, whatever it is that you believe is a higher power, something that's going to guide you, something outside of you. You know, I feel like God is inside of us, but also outside of us. Just like your aura, your energy field is, you know, in every fiber of your being, but it extends out from you as far as you want it to. Usually about a foot or two, but some people can expand their aura to fill up the room if they want. Anybody can, just some people practice it. So I invite you to trust, and I would love to hear feedback of the signs that you get in this next week, very specifically, maybe in the next 24 hours. God, what do you need me to focus on right now? What is mine to know? It is all working together for our highest good all the time. Let's take another nice deep breath. And as usual, I'd like to remind you that you are whole and perfect exactly as you are. And the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as you. In other words, namaste. Have a wonderful week. See lots of signs.